Welcome to Amaravati today's daily global roundup. Each day, we bring you a concise and insightful roundup of the latest global developments, ensuring you stay informed and connected to the pulse of the world. The inaugural participation of the Royal Australian Air Force (RAF) in exercise Red Flag Nellis 24 నుంచి 1 వరకు has concluded, following 3 weeks of rigorous air combat training in the southwestern United States. Collaborating with counterparts from the United States and the United Kingdom, RAF deployed 6 F-35 Lightning II aircraft alongside an air battle management team for mission coordination. Approximately 3,000 personnel, including 150 from RAF, engaged in a comprehensive simulation of fifth-generation air combat scenarios within a congested training airspace. Commanding Officer of 3 Squadron, Wing Commander Adrian Kelly, emphasized the importance of integrating the advanced F-35 within a network of sensors and systems for its full potential. Exercise Red Flag Nellis 24-1 tested interoperability and enhanced understanding among participating nations, challenging them to coordinate in the face of highly sophisticated air defense networks. Wing Commander Peter Mole, who led the RAF Tactical Command and Control Team, highlighted the unique experience of working alongside the US and UK, fostering confidence in future international integration in modern air campaigns. In a bid to enhance the technical proficiency of its personnel, the Australian Navy and Army have unveiled a groundbreaking Joint Technical Trades Training System, JTTTS. Designed to revolutionize trades-related capabilities, this system has the potential to transform how technical trades are taught and applied in practical settings. Last year, the Navy and Army entered into a contract with the Wodonga Institute of TAFE, supported by the National Technical Education Network partners. The Army's official training under this system commenced on 1 January. Lieutenant Colonel Tim Soper, commanding officer of the Army School of Electrical and Mechanical Engineering, expressed that the JTTTS project would provide industry-recognized qualifications to thousands of soldiers and sailors, while also expanding training opportunities in various regions, allowing the defense training system to adapt to rapidly changing capability needs. Chief JTTTS Officer Adam Jacobi emphasized the commitment to delivering best practice training, creating a responsive defense training ecosystem that aligns with the ADF's strategic objectives. The JTTTS will offer nationally accredited and non-accredited technical training pathways, spanning construction, electrical, electronics, engineering, mechanical, and, starting from January 2025, aviation maintenance management, mechanical avionics. ADF students who contributed to the development of the JTTTS charter praised the student-focused approach, ensuring that training remains aligned with their needs. Australia demonstrated its commitment to maritime security and strengthened international relationships during Exercise Sea Dragon 2024, held at Anderson Air Force Base in Guam in January. Led by the United States Navy, this exercise aimed to enhance collective knowledge of anti-submarine warfare, ASW, tactics, techniques, and procedures while fostering camaraderie among participating nations. 2 RAF P-8 Poseidon aircraft, along with personnel from 11 Squadron at RAF Base Edinburgh, South Australia, engaged in SW missions alongside the US Navy, Indian Navy, Republic of Korea, and Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force. Squadron leader Jacqueline Killian, Exercise Sea Dragon Detachment Commander, highlighted the unique opportunity for Australian crews to gain tactical experience in SW missions with Indo-Pacific partners, preparing the Air Force for maritime integration and providing effective security deterrence for Australia. The exercise included identifying, tracking, and targeting simulated and live submarine threats, culminating in a 24-hour continuous monitoring activity. Cooperation and training were paramount, with U.S. Navy Captain Zachary Stang emphasizing the importance of Exercise Sea Dragon in enhancing interoperability and maintaining a free and open Indo-Pacific region. Doreen Bogdan-Martin, Secretary General of the International Telecommunication Union, ITU, is embarking on a visit to Singapore as part of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs Distinguished Visitors Program, DVP, from February 5 to 6, 2024. The DVP, initiated in 2005, extends invitations to esteemed foreign leaders and heads of international organizations, facilitating discussions on shared interests with Singaporean leaders and senior government officials. Secretary General Bogdan-Martin's visit underscores the strong partnership between the ITU and Singapore. Her agenda comprises meetings with Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Finance Lawrence Wong, hosted meals by Minister for Communications and Information Josephine Teo, and Senior Minister of State Siman. Additionally, she will engage with senior government officials and attend briefings organized by the Infocom Media Development Authority, INDA, and the Office for Space Technology Industry. Bogdan-Martin will also speak at an Asia Tech X Inspire event, further strengthening ties and knowledge exchange between the ITU and Singapore. In a distressing development, Dr. Yang Jun, an Australian citizen, has been handed a suspended death sentence in Beijing, leaving the Australian government and its citizens deeply concerned. The sentence can be commuted to life imprisonment after 2 years if Dr. Yang remains free from serious criminal activities during that period. Dr. Yang's sentencing has caused immense anguish for him, his family, and his supporters. The Australian government expresses its solidarity with them during this challenging time and acknowledges the emotional toll of the long period of uncertainty they have endured. Dr. Yang was detained in January 2019 on national security charges, and his trial, which took place behind closed doors on 27 May 2021, has faced repeated delays. The Australian government has consistently advocated for Dr. Yang's rights, emphasizing the need for justice, procedural fairness, and humane treatment in accordance with international norms and China's legal obligations. Australia remains committed to ensuring Dr. Yang's well-being, including access to appropriate medical care, and will continue its efforts to provide consular assistance to him and his family. The Australian government is resolute in its pursuit of reuniting Dr. Yang with his loved ones and will persist in its advocacy for his release. Dr. Arturs Krišjanis, the Minister for Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Latvia, is set to visit Japan from February 6 to 9 as a guest of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. During his stay, Minister Karinš will engage in discussions and a working dinner with Ms. Kamikawa Yoko, Japan's Minister for Foreign Affairs. The meetings will focus on various aspects of the bilateral relationship, international cooperation, and regional affairs. This visit holds the promise of further strengthening the diplomatic ties between Latvia and Japan. The exchange of views and collaborative efforts during Minister Karinš's visit are expected to deepen the bonds of cooperation and partnership between the two nations, fostering enhanced understanding and engagement on global and regional issues of mutual concern. The Prime Minister of Thailand, Srettha Thavisin, has concluded a productive two-day official visit to Sri Lanka from February 3 to 4, 2024. This visit was extended by an invitation from Sri Lanka's President Ranil Wickremesinghe and was marked by significant developments. Prime Minister Thavisin attended Sri Lanka's 76th Independence Day celebrations as the guest of honor and witnessed the signing of the Sri Lanka-Thailand Free Trade Agreement (SLTFTA). Additionally, both nations renewed their air services agreement and signed the Memorandum of Understanding (MoU) on cooperation in the gems and jewelry sector. The Thai Prime Minister was accompanied by a high-level delegation, including the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Commerce, the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, and the Permanent Secretary of Foreign Affairs. The visit commenced with a warm welcome from Sri Lanka's Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena and other officials. One of the key highlights of the visit was the signing of the historic Sri Lanka-Thailand Free Trade Agreement, which is expected to boost trade and investment ties between the two nations. Bilateral discussions covered a wide range of topics, including investment in sectors like fisheries, agriculture, renewable energy, tourism, hospitality, and food processing. Both countries also agreed to work towards facilitating visa-free travel on a reciprocal basis and announced the resumption of daily commercial flights between Bangkok and Colombo by Thai Airways, starting from 31st March 2024. These measures aim to enhance people-to-people exchanges, trade, tourism, and investment. The leaders emphasized strengthening religious and cultural ties, maritime connectivity, and cooperation in regional and multilateral forums. President Vikram Singh expressed gratitude for Thailand's assistance through the Thailand International Cooperation Agency, TICA, in capacity building, expertise sharing, and training for Sri Lankan officials. The visit also highlighted the importance of defense sector cooperation and combating transnational organized crime. Both nations have a history of strong cooperation in regional and multilateral forums, including BIMSTEC, IORA, ASEAN Regional Forum, YAREF, and the United Nations. Prime Minister Thavisin's visit underscores the commitment of both governments to diversify cooperation, with a focus on trade, investment, tourism, and connectivity. Minister of Foreign Affairs of Sri Lanka Ali Sabri bid farewell to Prime Minister Thavisin and his delegation at the conclusion of the visit, marking a successful and forward-looking diplomatic engagement between the two nations. Russia's Economic Development Ministry is working towards introducing visa-free group travel between India and Russia in 2024. Deputy Minister Dmitry Vakrukov stated that several steps need to be taken to facilitate this, including streamlining the e-visa application process and expanding the list of countries eligible for visa-free group travel. India is the primary focus for this initiative in the coming year. In 2023, Russia successfully launched e-visas for citizens from 55 countries and implemented visa-free group travel arrangements with China and Iran. The ministry aims to build upon this progress by extending these benefits to India, which could significantly boost tourism and strengthen cultural ties between the two nations. Furthermore, the ministry recognizes the importance of expanding the list of countries whose citizens can visit Russia without a visa, signaling Russia's commitment to fostering international tourism and diplomatic relations. On 31st January 2024, the Supreme Court of Singapore and the Court of Cassation of France held their inaugural Singapore-France Judicial Roundtable, marking a significant milestone in the cooperation between the two judicial systems. Co-chaired by Singapore's Chief Justice Sundaresh Menon and France's first President Christophe Soulard, the event brought together judges and officials from both countries. The primary focus of the roundtable was the intersection of technology and the justice systems, with presentations from Singapore's Justices Aidit Abdullah and Goh Yihan on technology's incorporation into court processes and legal challenges posed by advances in artificial intelligence, AI. Chief Justice Menon highlighted the transformative potential of technology, particularly AI, in the legal field, acknowledging the complex legal issues arising from these innovations. This event was conceived during a bilateral meeting in May 2023, where both judiciaries signed an MoU for judicial cooperation, emphasizing dialogue and exchanges on technology and dispute resolution trends. Chief Justice Menon expressed confidence in the roundtable as a vital platform for continued collaboration and idea exchange between Singapore and France's judiciaries. China is set to launch 2 test satellites into lunar orbit as part of an ambitious effort to establish communication between the Moon and Earth. These twin satellites, with respective weights of 61 kilograms and 15 kilograms, will orbit the Moon together to verify new technologies, including navigation calibrations and high-reliability signal transmissions. The Deep Space Exploration Laboratory revealed that these satellites will be sent into Earth-Moon transfer orbit alongside QUEQI-ORINDU, a communication relay satellite for the Moon's far side. Following this, the 2 test satellites will execute near-Moon braking maneuvers to enter an elliptical lunar orbit. QUEQI-ORINDU, scheduled for a launch in the first half of the year, will serve as a crucial communication platform for China's 4th phase of lunar exploration, providing essential communication services for missions like CHANGE-4, CHANGE-6, CHANGE-7, and CHANGE-8. This endeavor represents China's commitment to advancing lunar exploration and communication technologies. China-manufactured new energy buses have been successfully deployed for regular operations in Krišjanis, a town located within the Arctic Circle in Norway. These buses have defied the extreme cold weather conditions of the region, showcasing their resilience and suitability for harsh climates. The success of these new energy buses in the Arctic Circle underscores their capability to operate efficiently even in challenging environments, providing a sustainable and environmentally friendly transportation solution for the region's residents and commuters. This achievement reflects China's commitment to promoting eco-friendly transport solutions globally. Qatar's Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdulrahman bin Jassim Al Thani, held a meeting with United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres. They focused on Qataran cooperation and the latest developments in the Middle East, particularly concerning the Gaza Strip and occupied Palestinian territories. The discussion emphasized the sustainable flow of humanitarian aid into all areas of Gaza. The Prime Minister stressed the vital role of the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine refugees in the Near East, UNRWA, and warned of the consequences of halting its funding. He also called for separating the agency from allegations against certain employees. United Nations officials Martin Griffiths and Rosemary DiCarlo were present at the meeting. A significant discovery has been made by researchers from the Geological Survey of Israel, GSA, as they unveil a massive submerged canyon previously unknown to science. Dubbed the Eratosthenes Canyon, it is situated in the Levant Basin near the Eratosthenes Seamount. This underwater geological formation spans approximately 10 kilometers in width and reaches depths of about 500 meters. The Eratosthenes Canyon was formed during the early Messinian era, predating salt deposition. It emerged due to a drop in sea levels and an increase in salinity, with dense gravity currents playing a role in carving and shaping the canyon's seafloor. This discovery provides valuable insights into the environmental conditions prevailing in the deep Mediterranean basins before the peak of the Messinian salinity crisis. The findings shed light on the region's geological history and contribute to our understanding of the Earth's past climate changes. The Russian Foreign Ministry has voiced serious apprehensions regarding the mounting tensions on the Korean Peninsula, attributing a significant portion of the blame to Washington's provocative policies. In consultations held in Seoul, Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Andrei Rudenko stressed the acute escalation of tensions in the region, warning of the potential for unforeseeable consequences, including military repercussions. The Russian statement emphasized Washington's perceived irresponsible and provocative approach, which appears geared towards pushing regional allies into implementing aggressive agendas. Moscow underscored its dedication to fostering mutually beneficial cooperation with North Korea in accordance with international norms. Such collaboration is envisioned to serve the interests of both nations and contribute to regional peace and stability. The discussions between Rudenko and his South Korean counterpart, Chung Byung-won, transpired on 2 February with the aim of addressing these critical concerns and working towards de-escalation efforts on the Korean peninsula. Russia's high-precision weapons company, a part of the state tech corporation Rostec, has introduced its latest small-scale missile design for the PNTSYRSOKT anti-aircraft missile system. This marks the first time the missile has been presented abroad, and it is specifically designed for countering unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs. The missile was unveiled at the World Defense Show in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, which is scheduled to run from February 4 to 8, 2024. While detailed technical specifications for the new missile have not been disclosed, it is expected to enhance the PNTSYRSOKT's capabilities in addressing the growing threat posed by drones in modern warfare. Russia's display of this advanced anti-drone technology underscores its commitment to staying at the forefront of defense innovation and providing effective solutions against evolving security challenges. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has declared significant progress in the campaign against Hamas in the Gaza Strip, stating that 17 out of 24 Hamas battalions have been eliminated as of 7 October 2023. Speaking during a cabinet meeting, Netanyahu emphasized the goal of completely eradicating Hamas from the region. Our major goal is to exterminate Hamas. To achieve it, we need to reduce the number of Hamas battalions. As of today, we have eliminated 17 out of 24 battalions, Netanyahu asserted. He also noted that most of the remaining battalions are concentrated in the southern Gaza Strip and Rafah, affirming Israel's determination to target them as well. Netanyahu outlined the next steps in the operation, which include a mop-up operation and neutralizing the Hamas tunnel system. These efforts are currently underway in the central and northern Gaza regions, but they are expected to take time. The war will not end until our goals are achieved: the extermination of Hamas, the release of all hostages, and ensuring that Gaza poses no further threat to Israel, Netanyahu emphasized. Israel's Israel Defense Forces, IDF, have conducted fresh air strikes on Hezbollah targets in Lebanon. The IDF reported that the air strikes targeted a launch post where Hezbollah terrorists were operating, as well as Hezbollah observation posts in the regions of Blida and Mace El Jabal in southern Lebanon. Additionally, tank fire struck a terrorist cell in the Blida area. The operation followed air raid alarm sirens sounding in several areas of northern Israel, with the IDF confirming a number of launches that crossed from Lebanon into Israeli territory. In response, the IDF took action to strike the sources of the incoming fire. The escalation in tensions between Israel and Hezbollah highlights the ongoing volatility in the region. Israel's actions demonstrate its commitment to addressing threats posed by Hezbollah, while the situation continues to be monitored closely for further developments. Russian Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Industry and Trade, Denis Manturov, held discussions with Saudi Minister of Industry and Mineral Resources, Bandar Al-Khoraief, during the World Defense Show 2024 in Riyadh. The meeting focused on fostering cooperation and the potential for joint investment initiatives. The talks primarily revolved around enhancing collaboration in the mining sector. Both nations expressed their commitment to exploring opportunities for joint ventures and investment projects. This meeting underlines the growing interest in strengthening economic ties between Russia and Saudi Arabia. It's worth noting that Saudi Arabia's exports to Russia during January to October 2023 amounted to 55.99 million Saudi riyals, $14.93 million, indicating a foundation for economic engagement between the two countries. Foreign Minister Bithana Son of Vietnam reaffirmed his country's commitment to enhancing its comprehensive cooperation and partnership with the European Union (EU) during a meeting in Brussels. The discussions took place as part of Minister B's participation in the 24 at EU-ASEAN Ministerial Meeting and the MUDO RDEU Indo-Pacific Ministerial Forum in Belgium. Minister B proposed increasing high-level delegations, exchanges and maximizing existing cooperation mechanisms. He urged the remaining 10 EU member states to expedite the ratification of the EU-Vietnam Investment Protection Agreement, AVIPA, and requested the EC to lift the yellow card on Vietnamese seafood. He emphasized the need to expand collaboration in areas like climate change adaptation and energy transition, particularly through the Just Energy Transition Partnership (JETP) and Global Gateway Strategy. Vietnam expressed its readiness to play a bridging role in advancing EU-ASEAN relations. High Representative of the European Union for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy, Josep Borrell, pledged to accelerate AVIPA ratification and boost European investment in Vietnam. Both sides committed to cooperation on global and regional issues for peace, stability, and development. Minister B also held meetings with other EU officials, highlighting the importance of EU-Vietnam partnerships in various areas and expressing gratitude for EU development assistance. Both sides reiterated their commitment to international law, peace, security, and freedom of navigation and aviation. These meetings aim to strengthen Vietnam's ties with the EU and its member states. The Department of Environment and Natural Resources, DENR, in the Philippines has announced a significant partnership with NASA to address air quality concerns in the Asian region. DENR Secretary Maria Antonia Loizaga revealed that NASA will conduct specialized scientific research flights to study the atmosphere of Metro Manila and its surrounding areas. Engineers and air quality specialists from the Environmental Management Bureau, EMB, of DENR will participate in these flights alongside NASA scientists. This collaboration, known as the Airborne and Satellite Investigation of Asian Air Quality, ASIAQ, unites experts from NASA, the DENR, South Korea's National Institute of Environmental Research, NIR, University Kebangasan Malaysia, UKM, and Thailand's Geoinformatics and Space Technology Development Agency, GISTADA. Utilizing advanced satellite technology, ground-based observations, and airborne missions, the partnership aims to enhance air quality models, provide accurate forecasts, and develop effective policies for improved air quality. It is a joint effort involving the Philippine Space Agency, Manila Observatory, Ateneo de Manila University, and the University of the Philippines to combat air pollution challenges in the region. The data collected will aid in mitigating air quality issues and addressing climate change. In a historic ceremony held at the Naval Dockyard in Visakhapatnam, India, on February 3, 2024, the Indian Navy commissioned its first survey vessel large, SVL, ship, in Sandhayak, Yard 3025, in the presence of Raksha Mantri Shri Rajnath Singh. The SVL ship is dedicated to carrying out extensive hydrographic surveys of ports, harbors, navigational routes, coastal areas, and deep seas, enhancing marine navigation safety. Additionally, it possesses the capability to undertake various naval operations in its secondary role. Raksha Mantri Shri Rajnath Singh highlighted the significance of the event, stating that in Sandhayak would further solidify India's position as a superpower in the Indo-Pacific region, contributing to peace and security. He likened the country's development and self-reliance in security to the growth of an individual, emphasizing India's journey towards self-sufficiency. The Raksha Mantri praised the Indian Navy for its role in safeguarding trade routes in the Indian Ocean, particularly from piracy threats, and affirmed that maritime piracy and smuggling would not be tolerated, reflecting the pledge of New India. He also stressed India's commitment to maintaining freedom of navigation, trade, and a rules-based world order. Chief of the Naval Staff, Admiral Hari Kumar, highlighted the government's emphasis on ocean survey capabilities and the Navy's commitment to indigenously constructing state-of-the-art platforms. He noted that the majority of ships and submarines are being built in Indian shipyards, contributing significantly to the nation's shipbuilding capacity. Sandhayak is equipped with advanced hydrographic equipment and boasts an indigenous content of over 80%, showcasing collaboration between the Indian Navy and industry, including MSMEs. The ship's commissioning reflects India's growing maritime interests and capabilities, underscoring its expertise in warship design and construction.
The Indian Navy welcomed its first 25T Bollard Pull (BP) tug, named Mahabali, on February 2, 2024, during a ceremony at Naval Ship Repair Yard, NSRY, in Kochi. Rear Admiral Subir Mukherjee, Nanometer, ASY, Kochi, was present to mark this significant occasion. The tug, Mahabali, represents a significant milestone in the Make in India initiative by the Government of India. A contract for the construction and delivery of 325 TBP tugs was awarded to M.S. Shoft Shipyard Private Limited, MSSSPL, and MSME, aligning with the Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative. These tugs, constructed under the classification rules of the Indian Register of Shipping, IRAs, will bolster the Indian Navy's operational capabilities. They will play a crucial role in assisting naval ships and submarines during berthing, unberthing, turning, and maneuvering in confined waters. Additionally, the tugs are equipped for offload firefighting assistance, including ships at anchorage, and can conduct limited search and rescue operations, enhancing the Navy's overall operational readiness. This development underscores India's commitment to self-reliance in defense manufacturing.
Thank you for tuning into Amaravati Today's Daily Global Roundup. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe and stay connected with us. Your support means the world, and we look forward to bringing you more engaging content in the days to come. Thank you for being a part of the Amaravati Today community.